Hi, everybody. It's Lynn. Today I'm going to do a necklace with you, and as you can see, I haven't designed it. This is definitely a design on the fly kind of video. I want to apologize to all of you. That last video, I am so sorry. The quality was so poor. I put it up before I realized it, or I would have taken it down. So anyway, this time I promise I'm going to try to do better for you and stay in screen a little bit better. Okay, what we're going to do, this is a clasp. Now, these are available at either Joann's or Michael's. I saw them there just a couple of days ago, so you can get these clasps. I'm sorry I don't remember which one it was, but anyway, they open like so. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this at the front of our necklace, and we're going to hang a dangle off of it. But the way we're going to make it, you can wear it with or without the dangle. So that's something kind of neat, I think. So we're going to use that for our closure. Um, I've just pulled out a variation of beads here. My main bead will be these 6 millimeter beads. These came from, I think they came from Bead Box Bargains. I'm not completely sure. If not, they came from Dollar Bead, I would think. So anyway, 6 millimeters there. I have these flower beads. They're kind of quatrefoil shaped. These came from Temu. I have a bunch of a mix of rondelles, and these came from Bead Box Bargains. These little crystals came from Temu. These came from Temu. And these are just fire polished beads, and these are just fire polished beads. And these are rondelles, crystal rondelles. So I have some bicones and these rectangle beads. So we have a variety of things here on our board. But first, we're going to finish our dangle and get that off the board. So what I'm doing, these little flowers, these are the ones that were 50 in a bag, and they were under $1 for 50 that came from Temu. What I've done is I've taken these little ball head pins. This is a seed bead, like the ones that come between your beads when you buy them at like a Michael's or a Joann's. So they're just clear seed beads that they use as spacers. I'm putting them on there so that it just kind of completes our little flower. So I'm doing that on two. The others I've already wrapped, but I thought I'd keep two out and show you what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to take my round nose pliers. I'm going to grab the bead at the top like that. Okay, I'm going to move it down some because I don't want a real big loop. Kink it to the side. Rotate your pliers to the corner. And then with this part, come up and over. Rotate your pliers around so that your wire is on the bottom mandrel, and then move it around to the back. And I'm going to stop right there because we're wrapping these directly onto our chain that we've attached. So I'm going to open him up just a little bit, just enough to get him on the chain. And I'm going to look and see where I need him. And I think I need him right here. I've got a little bit of a hole. So I'm going to slip the chain into that loop. It's a little tricky when you get a bunch of beads on there. Close that back down, and just with my fingers, I'm just going to wrap it around that little flower a couple of times. Okay, now I'm going to cut the excess. Ooh, almost cut my finger, y'all. Okay, and just tuck anything rough down. Okay, now I'm going to put our other one over here on this side. So let's grab him, and we're going to wire wrap him. We're grabbing him at the top, kinking to the side, reposition our pliers, come up and over, rotate your pliers around, and take it to the back. Oops, don't wrap yet. I almost did it. It's such a habit for me. When I do a wrap loop, I do a wrap loop. Okay. Put him right there. Close him back up. Well, and wrap. You only need a couple of wraps. You don't have to go crazy with it. Okay, cut him off. Okay, now I pulled out this little drop. I'm going to drop him off the very bottom link of my chain. Okay. Ooh, I'm making a mess. I got stuff scattered everywhere. Okay, grab him at the top, kink him, rotate your pliers, come up and over, rotate your pliers, and take it to the back. Open him up just enough to get the chain on. Now I got to find my bottom link here. That's it. Close him back down and wrap. And that's tight, y'all. My head pin was way too small, but I'm going to make it work. You can get your pliers in there and just keep working it down. You just have to go real gentle and slow. Okay, got it. All right, so here's our drop. Now I've got these two little just junk beads. I don't know what they are. They're some kind of gemstone, but I have no idea. They came in a mix. I'm putting those on so that this drops down out of the flower a little bit, and then doing a wrap. Okay, now on this one, we need the loop on this to be big enough to fit around our clasp. Okay, because we're just going to slide it on and off. So I'm going to grab my big round nose pliers. You can see these are much bigger than these. And I'm going to do it just like I always do, just kink my wire, but then I'm going to bring it up to the biggest part of that barrel and come up and over, rotate around, and go to the back like so. And that I think will work. Okay, so now we want to grab our loop and wrap. I want this one to look nice because it's going to show. Okay, there we go. I'm going to snip off our excess. And tuck our tail in. You don't want anything rough there. Okay, let me make sure that's going to fit. You guys, it's not going to fit. I cannot believe it. Oh, yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. Oh, shoot. Okay, no worries. We'll just get a big jump ring and put him on. Okay, well, that's disappointing. I should have used my 6-step loopers, but I thought for sure that would be big enough. Anyway, that's okay. I'll just grab an extra one of these really big, heavy jump rings that we're going to use to attach. Shoot, I could have made that way smaller. Oh well, such is the life, right? Let's open our jump ring and slide it on. And now we can take it on and off our necklace whenever we want to. Okay? All right, now we're going to get to the necklace part. So I've already cut myself some beading wire. I have probably 24 inches here. I have such a long piece just because, it's difficult to crimp if your piece is not long enough. So anyway, um, what we're going to do, I'm not going to crimp this to begin with. You guys, I do sometimes, but this time I'm not because we're working from the front around the back and down the other side of the front. So I want to leave myself flexibility. Okay. So I have these little end caps, bead caps that I'm going to use at the very bottom, like so. Okay. And now I'm just going to play and see, kind of what I like. I like these little spacer beads. So we'll put one of them and another purple. See what that looks like. Yep, I like that. I like to do odd numbers. I think it adds more interest to the eye, like in sets of 3 or 5 or, even 7, just depending on what we're doing. Okay, that's what we have so far. And now I'm going to put a yellow on because I want to throw some summer color in this. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And now I'm going to do another set of 3 purple with these in between. Okay. Okay. Yep. I'm good with that. And now I want to throw a green in. Hmm. You know what? I'm going to throw a spacer bead in there. Remember these little bicone spacers we got from Bargain Bead Box a few months ago? I have some left. So I'm going to throw one of those on there and then a green. And then another one of those. Okay, I like that. All right, we'll do 3 more of our purple with our daisy spacers. Okay, and I think next I'll put on another yellow. Yep. Okay, now between that yellow, I'm gonna put one of these coin beads. They're so pretty. See that? They're flashing purple and green. That's why I chose them. And then another yellow. Okay. And now I'm going to do 3 more of these guys with the daisy spacer in between. I wish I had more of these tiny spacers. I have quite a bit of stuff in gold, but I don't have much stuff that's real small. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry about that, you guys. My brother and his family are on vacation this week, and that was him, so I didn't want to miss that call. Anyway, you won't believe what I did. I picked this up and dropped the whole thing. Beads went everywhere. I think I found them all. If not, I'll find them at some point. But anyway, I picked them all up, and I don't think I have it strung the same way I did, but it is strung. Now, I have the same number of these purple beads here as I have in this container because I want the other side to match. So what I need to do now is figure out my length and see if I need to do some fill in. So what I'm going to do that is I'm going to get as close of a measurement as I can. And what that's telling me is that I have about 9.5 inches. And I want at least 18. So I need another 9 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these very small rondelles here and put around the back. I'm just going to put like, maybe an inch or two of these, but I want to get the purple ones out. So I'm going to pick these out and see how many of them we have. I'm really glad I didn't crimp that one end because although, I wouldn't have dropped them all if I had, that's for sure. Oh gosh, that just hurt. Not the first time. Probably won't be the last. All right, let's see how much that is. I only need a couple inches. And this is going to be at the very back, so it's not going to show. These little bead mixes come in handy sometimes. Oh, I wanted to mention to you guys, I got an email from Beadbox Bargains. They have got a really good sale on right now, y'all. If you need anything, um, if you remember those pink lampwork glass beads that we got that I made a bracelet out of, they were center drilled. They've got those in several colors. So if you loved those and you want another one, you can get it right now. Okay, I think we need a few more. I wish I would have had just a few more of those beads. You guys, I just don't know if I like this or not. It's just so different. Hmm. All right. I'm going to stop right there and see what else I can find, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're going to try this again. Um, you guys, I found some more of those beads. So I took those little crystals off and we're just continuing with these purple beads because I just didn't like the way they looked. But I think we're at the point now to where I'm going to start mirroring this. So this is where the pattern starts right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bead this way now. Okay, so I need a green, our purple, and a green. Okay, all right, you guys, I'm going to put this back on hold and finish stringing this so you don't have to sit here and just watch me string, because I'm going to do it just the exact same as this, okay? All right, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I have everything strung on here, and I have our clasp here. I have two closed jump rings. These are 6 millimeter closed jump rings. That just means that there's no opening. Now I'm using those because I want to wire directly onto the jump ring in this case. So what we're going to do, I've got my little new toy here, the magic crimpers. And let me just show this to you guys again. This has this tiny little hole in it. And what you do is you put your number 2 crimp tube in that hole and squeeze, and then turn and squeeze and just keep doing it. So we're going to do that right now. Now I am still using the crimp beads or the crimp tubes that came with this tool, because I haven't tried regular crimp tubes yet. So I've got my crimp tube on, I put my soldered jump ring on, and I'm coming back down through the crimp bead. Okay, I'm going to pull that up. Kind of snug here. I want this pretty snug. Okay, that's good. Now, here we go. All right, I'm placing the crimp bead inside that hole. Can you see? Close it down real carefully, make sure it's in position, and squeeze. Turn it and squeeze. And turn and squeeze. You just turn it little bits at a time. And there's our crimp bead. This nice, neat, perfect little bead. I'm really liking this tool, I gotta say. All right, let's see if we can just put that wire back through our beads. If I can. Yep, went right in. Okay, so we're just gonna drop our beads down to that end so we can do the other end. Okay, put our crimp bead on, drop that down, put our soldered jump ring on, bring it all down, put it back through the crimp tube, some beads if you can. I like to try to get it in a place where it would be easy to cut. And for me on this one, that's going to be right there, coming out of that bead where it's next to a smaller bead, so I can get my pliers in there. Okay, we're going to pull that down. Grab my pliers and hook that on there. Okay, and pull. Just keep working with it till you get it tight. I need it a little tighter. Okay, that'll do. All right. Take our little magic tool. Make sure we get that jump ring in that hole and squeeze. Turn and squeeze. Turn and squeeze. Turn and squeeze. Turn and squeeze. And again, we have a nice little ball. Okay, let's cut off our wire here. All right, now I have these two big jump rings here. They're very nice and heavy, and that's what I'm going to attach now to each of these. This necklace was quite a chore here between dropping beads and phones ringing and running out of beads. Tell you what, I don't need too many days like that. There's probably still beads on the floor I haven't found yet. That's okay. If I don't find them, the vacuum cleaner will. I just cleaned the floor in here this morning too. Okay, now we're going to open up our clasp and put that side on, and then open up our clasp and put our charm on, and then our other jump ring. And there is our sweet little necklace. You guys, I really am happy with how this came out. Like I said, these are still available at either Joann's or Michael's. I cannot remember which one I got it from, but you can make this on your own. You can use whatever beads you want to use, whatever color combinations you want to use. And if you don't have flowers or something that you want to use for that, you can use just your same beads. Just, put them on a head pin and make a charm out of them. It's cute that way too. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching and being here. And I'll see you on the next video, okay? Bye bye.